Hello everyone. I, Anabia Farah, Assistant Professor of English at Hari Singh Rupra Arts, Commerce and Law College, feel truly honored to present a book review on the biography of a legal luminary, late Sri P. Sadasivan Nair, authored by another legal personality, V.S. Shroti. Both of these towering figures were held in high esteem by late Sardar Hari Singh Rupra, senior advocate, in whose name this college has been established. It is indeed a matter of pride for our institution that we had the privilege of a personal visit and the gracious blessings of Mrs. Indra Nair, wife of late Sri P. Sadasivan Nair. There are lives that inspire, legacies that guide, and stories that transcend generations. Today, we pay tribute to one such extraordinary life, late Sri P. Sadasivan Nair, a towering figure in the legal fraternity and a compassionate champion of justice. This is the story of Advocate P. Sadasivan Nair. Born on 5th July 1922 in a modest village near Kothanaya in Kottayam, Kerala, he grew up in a home where books, values, and discipline were part of daily life. His father, a respected headmaster, his mother, a quiet force, the homemaker, who held the rhythm of the house together. He was the second of nine siblings, a middle child, perhaps, but never one to blend into the background. His elder brother managed a matchstick business, but P. Sadasivan Nair, he chose a path lit not by matchsticks, but by fire, the fire of service. He started humble as a clerk in government service after clearing his SLC exam. But that wasn't enough, not for him. He was drawn to Swami Vivekananda's teachings and to the rhythm of English poetry, ideas that planted seeds in his heart of justice, of equality, of doing something bigger than oneself. And so he became a lawyer, but not the usual kind. He didn't chase corporate glory or courtroom glamour. Instead, he chose the overlooked, the ignored. He became one of the first advocates in Madhya Pradesh to specialize in labor law, when most didn't even consider it a field worth studying. But he knew better. He wielded laws like the MP Industrial Relations Act of 1960, the Industrial Disputes Act of 1947, and the Factories Act, not like weapons, but like shields, to protect, to uplift. He argued before labor courts, industrial tribunals, regional labor commissioners, the central government, industrial tribunal, and the labor appellate tribunal. And every time he stood, it was not just for himself, it was for every worker who had no voice, no power, no platform. But perhaps the most visible symbol of his spirit is something we've all seen, maybe even visited, the Indian Coffee House. Yes, what you see today as a chain of 170 plus corporate cafes across India. It began with just rupees 1111 retrenched coffee board employees and one man who believed in them. P. Sadasivan Nair didn't just give them money, he gave them a model, a corporate system rooted in dignity, in collective strength, and in the belief that workers weren't just cogs in a wheel, they were the wheel. The coffee house grew, but not just as a cafe, it became a movement. He extended it to government guest houses like NDPC, NMDC, the electricity boards, Bhilai steel plant, and more, bringing employment unity and pride to thousands. But he didn't stop there. He helped build Parsai Bhavan in Jabalpur, a home for trade union activity, ensuring that advocacy had a space, a roof, a heart. He served as the chairman of the Post and Telegraph Employees Coordination Committee and later as the president of the Senior Citizens Association, never chasing power, always wielding it to serve. His generosity didn't begin and end in legal chambers. He funded the dreams of many students, workers, ordinary people who needed a push, a chance, a champion. And Nair, he gave that quietly, without banners, without even waiting for a thank you. At home, he was just as extraordinary. He married Srimati Indira Nair, a brilliant academic and professor of psychology at KSM College, who later pursued law and became a senior advocate in the High Court of Madhya Pradesh. Their children inherited their legacy. Dr. Vinita Nair, their eldest daughter, served with pride at ISRO, retiring as Chief Medical Officer. Her husband, Dr. Suresh Nair, a renowned neurosurgeon, retired from the prestigious Sri Chitra Tribunal Institute of Medical Sciences in Thiruvananthapuram. And their son, Sri Anup Nair, pursued law like his father, earning his LLM from UK and now practicing in the High Court with the same integrity that defined his lineage. He is married to Srimati Deepa Nair. Now let's pause because this book, the one we are reviewing, isn't just a biography. It's not a collection of dates and deeds. It's a portrait, sketched not in ink but in respect. Author V.H. Shroti never claimed to be a close friend of Nair. He admits, I quote, I knew little about his personal life. He worked in a different field. I was junior, unquote. But when Ravi Nandan Singh, Member of Parliament and Advocate General of MP, urged him to write, he listened. Because what unfolded was a book that brings Nair back to life. His rise from a humble clerk to a senior advocate, his unwavering fight for workers, his quiet donation, his belief in community. Shroti thanks Anup Nair and Indira Nair for their invaluable input. He credits his son Ashish Shroti and Kumar Vikram Johri for shaping the manuscript. And through their efforts, we, the readers, the listeners, the next generation, are invited into the world of a man whose life was not loud but lasting. Justice Rajendra Menon, former Chief Justice of Delhi High Court and Chairperson of the Armed Forces Tribunal, once said, I quote, the book does not merely narrate the story of one man's professional rise. It shows how values, vision, and a deep respect for the working class can leave a lasting impact on generations. Sri P. Sadasivan Nair's journey proves that in any era, ethics and selfishness are timeless. Unquote. Senior advocate Ravinandan Singh sums it best. I quote, in today's time, where principles are easily traded and legacies forgotten, Nair's life reminds us that it's not about how loud you speak, but how long your silence echoes. Unquote. So if you ever walk into an Indian coffee house, sip your filter coffee, look around and remember, it all began with a man who dared to believe in people. P. Sadasivan Nair, a name that may not always be printed in textbooks, but one that's permanently etched in the heart of justice, dignity, and service. So let this book and this tribute serve as a reminder that greatness isn't always flashy, that sometimes the quietest footprints lead to the most remarkable destinations, and that one man with courage in his heart and compassion in his choices can build not just institutions but legacies. Advocate P. Sadasivan Nair, remember the name and honor the values. Thank you.